So we were talking about servings. Gosh, okay. Fruit, vegetables. Servings of, how about servings of grains, servings of protein? Yes, you need a certain amount of protein every day. You need 2 to 3 servings of protein with every meal. And yeah, you can find that, like I said, like the example I said, you have 1/4 of your plate is beans, for example, and everything else is whole grain, so you're getting some protein from that. And I can assure you that's 3 servings of protein, and it's sufficient, it's enough. Your body will utilize all that protein. There's not going to be, too much protein is not good for you. It causes too much urea or uric acid, and it gets built up in your joints, and then you can have things like arthritis in the long run. So it's just important to eat healthy every day, because it really does make a difference in the long run, and you can avoid a lot of things that, when you get older, you can avoid a lot of things that you didn't want by right now eating healthy, right now. It's not because, oh, I'm young, so I can do whatever I want. No, it's, it all plays out, and you know what I mean? So you want to really just be at peace with your body and be peaceful, and give your body what it needs, what it asks for, yeah, no. That's what I do. Okay, yeah, just really enjoying this hair. Side note. What else do we need to talk about? Protein, how many servings of fats? Oh, we're really refreshing our memory today, peeps. How many servings of fat do we need? Gosh, I think I forgot. But again, you don't really need to know. Like, if you're eating healthy food and a balanced meal, like for example, in the example I gave, there's going to be a little bit of fat in most beans, I think. And a little bit of fat in vegetables, naturally. And your grains will have a little bit of fat. And you don't need a lot. And how many servings of carbs? Yes, with every meal you need 2 to 3 servings, I believe. And yeah, so 2 to 3 servings is like a handful of rice, or 2 slices of bread. Yeah, each slice of bread is about, I don't want to, I'm too scared to go into 7 grams. I think 7 or 8 grams of carbohydrates is a serving. Again, we're getting too technical here. I don't want to go there today. I don't want to go there at all. I'm going to keep things simple. But in case you want to know, 7 to 8 grams of protein is a serving of protein. 7 to 8 grams of carbs is a serving of carbs. And for fat, how many grams? I think 4 grams, if I remember correctly, is 1 serving of fat. That's the one I don't really remember. But in every meal, I like to make sure there's some healthy fats in there. Okay? And yeah, I think I can leave you with that for today. If I add more, then that's just merrier. But if I don't, I'm telling you guys, this information is valuable. And watch this video as many times as you want. Ask me any questions you want. Request videos. I want you guys to eat healthy so you can be happy. I like to deal with a happy world, That's why I do what I do. I like to share the joy. And I like to be an example. I don't make videos so that you say, oh, just to show off and say, oh, by all means, take ideas, take inspiration. Use it for yourself instead of anybody out there who's getting jealous or mad or anything. Do it. You go do it. Or if you feel any certain way, talk to me. Just say something. Say whatever is on your mind. You think you're all that? Why do you do this? Tell me. Tell me. Let's have a conversation. But yeah, I think in terms of the Nutrition 101, I think that's everything I've been, like I said, for a long time I've been wanting to talk about this, and I think I got it all down. This was a spur of the moment thing on January 3rd. Wow, yeah. I picked, side note, I picked some tarot cards today after my breakfast. And the energy for the day was, I got the Empress as the energy for the day, the nurturer. And so I feel like this is where it is. This is what the card was talking about. And I'm really nurturing you guys with this video, nourishing you guys too. Oh yes, there's one thing I want to talk about, but first I want to say I'm nurturing myself today too, you know, I'm taking care of myself. I feel like I need a rest, and I'm resting. But nourishment is what I also wanted to include in this video. Nourishment. So there's something called empty calories, where you can fill up your belly and satisfy your hunger, but that opportunity, that meal was an opportunity for you to take in the amount of, like I said, there's a certain amount of vitamins and minerals that we need, you know, a minimum amount that we can put a check mark next to it and say, I had a healthy day, I ate everything, I got everything I needed for the day, so that you're not deficient. Because, you know, I don't take vitamins and minerals. I don't take fake supplements. I don't take any supplements. I get it from the food, and that's how you're supposed to get it. That's how it's always been for us. So you want to make sure that you're not, you want to take the opportunity to nourish yourself, not just fill your belly and satisfy your hunger. Satisfy your needs as well at the same time. It's a big opportunity when you have a meal to get in those nutrients and macronutrients, micronutrients that you need on a daily basis, because you're taking in, I'll say about 300 to 450, 350 to 450 calories is generally for people, how many calories your meal should be. And that's going to hold you up for the next meal, at least for me too. 350 to 450 calories. And yeah, it's a balanced meal, healthy balanced meal. It's starting to get dark. Let me plug this light in. Right, so we were talking about healthy, yeah. So there's something called empty calories. You want to make sure you're not doing that too much. You're not getting empty calories. You want rich calories, you know, you want calories but that supply you with vitamins and minerals and all the things you get. Now in snacks, you know, if you want to have some fruit and nuts, for example, that's also, if you have healthy whole food plant-based, it's going to supply you with what you need, you know. Whole food plant-based is your friend. These other things are not your friend. Okay, now I remember. We also wanted to talk about processed food. What does that mean, processed foods? There's various levels of processing, but something that's highly processed, as I mentioned before, is when they take the wheat berry and they separate the carbohydrate part of the wheat berry, and the germ, I believe, has a package of vitamins, and it's got healthy fats. Everything is just gold in a wheat berry. And a lot of it, most of it is processed. It's been for the past 200 years. That's how they make white bread and stuff. By the way, there are white wheat, and that is whole grain. But that's different from, oh man, I'm confusing you guys now. White bread, when I say white bread or white pasta, what I mean is refined, processed bread, wheat, and pasta. Means they've stripped it of its natural, high-quality components that we need. It's essential. they shouldn't be doing that. No. So yeah, we talked about the empty calories and good calories, and then we talked about what we were just talking. I have to rewind the video. I don't want to stop it and rewind it. I was just talking about processing, right? So like for example, you eat white rice or cakes. Oh my God, cakes and pastries and stuff. They use refined, like all-purpose or white flour. That's not good for you because they've stripped it of protein, healthy fats, not carbohydrates, obviously. It's just carbs. Carbs are good for you, but when it comes packaged naturally, when it's been stripped of that stuff, that's when carbs are bad for you. That's why so many people are afraid of carbs. And carbs are good for you if they're natural, but you should be afraid of carbs if they're unnatural. If it's processed, highly refined, then it is bad for you. That's the kind of stuff that gets dumped. It gets digested right away. It gets straight into your bloodstream. There wasn't any fiber in it. They took out the fiber. They took out the complex carbs. They used to be complex, and now it's not so complex. It's more simple. So again, the time that it takes, it doesn't go in sustainably. That's the key word here, sustainable. You eat sustainable and you will be sustainable. Your body will be sustained over a long time. You'll be looking and feeling great. You'll age gracefully. Whew. So that's what I wanted to say. Wow, we're really burning through it and we're going through everything. Yes. Nutrition teacher right here. I hope you appreciate this, guys. Yes, write a comment, thank me in the comments. Let me know that you're actually valuing this information, and when you're valuing it, that means you're using it. If you don't value it, you're just gonna, you're not gonna use it. You don't find it important to use. But I really suggest that you watch this video a few times to really let it sink in. That's how we are. We need things repeated too. When things are repeated, it sinks in. It's called brainwashing, programming. I think I said what I needed to say about, I forgot again. What is up with me? We were just talking about, yes, refined foods. So cakes and white rice is actually not good for you. It's got the same, I don't know if you heard the term glycemic index, something that has a high glycemic index. I believe if it's a high glycemic index food, then it's not good for you. It gets dumped into your blood vessels and it stresses your body out. Your body just can't deal with that. It's completely unnatural. Even things that are sweet in nature, like fruit, it's got fiber in it, so it actually has a more sustained, it gets processed more respectfully and slowly. It gives you more sustained energy throughout the day, and that's what you want. You don't want like so much energy and then you're all tired, and that's the other thing about refined food. It takes so much. Maybe you satisfied your hunger and you filled your belly, but you find yourself tired. Food is fuel, remember? The first thing we said, why do we eat? There's many reasons that we eat, but first and foremost reason is for energy, fuel. That's what gets our body, our vehicles moving. Fuel. That's how we think, with fuel. We need fuel. We need to eat. In this 3D world, we're not just spiritual, we're also physical. So we want sustained energy throughout the day, Eat in a dignified way. Respect your body in a dignified way, This stuff is not respectful to your body. If it's not natural, it's not respectful. When it comes down to it, that's really the truth. So these are examples like refined breads, refined grains like rice and pasta, refined Desserts. Honestly, I like my dessert after every meal is fruit. That's what I got used to. That's what I like. After dinner, I don't need to have a pastry with my tea, with my herbal tea. Have some fruit. I always crave something sweet after I eat a nice big meal, and it's perfectly healthy and satisfying to have your favorite fruit. So go and get fruit and get a fruit bowl and fill it with fruit for the week, and make sure you're getting your servings of fruits and vegetables every day. It's fun, I'm telling you guys. It's delicious. Don't ever think that natural food is not healthy. It's all about getting used to. We can talk about that too today.